Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amina and I have been addicted to TikTok recently. I'm not sure what happened. I always was like, I think I'm too late to jump on the bandwagon. I'm too late to figure it out, but actually I've recently started going on it a lot more than like my other social media, and it has figured me out. The algorithm has figured me out. It keeps showing me like study content and self-help TikToks and also dance TikToks. It knows what I like basically. I'm not complaining because I have picked up so many tips, study tips I actually am wowed by, and I very rarely think, oh, that's a good one. So I thought I'd share a couple websites and resources that I found that I think are super useful, and I really wish they were around when I wish I knew about them when I was studying. I post every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you want to see more content from me, then don't forget to press the subscribe button. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna look at it on my phone, and I'll also like maybe put it here so you can see the websites that I'm talking about. So the first one is the Academic Phrase Bank. Now, I found out about this not too long ago actually, and I thought it was super useful, and I found out about it after I released my course. I think my brother shared it with me, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so useful. It's like my course but 1,000 times better. It's a phrase bank that has been produced by, Manchester, University of Manchester. It's a resource for academic writers. So if you're writing anything academic, it basically gives you like sentence starters, so different phrases, different kind of like terms that you can use when you're writing academically. So let's take a look at an example. Discussing your results, for example. So if you want to discuss your results in your thesis or your essay or whatever it is that you're writing, and you want to state, let's say, a positive result. So we're going to state a positive result. They give a range of different like sentence starters. So you can say, further analysis showed that, further statistical tests revealed that, a two-way ANOVA revealed that, there was a significant difference between X and Y. So many really cool sentence starters. And so if you're writing anything to do with research or academics, up to, I would say anything from like undergrad to PhD and beyond, I think it's really, really useful. The second website is called BioRender, and it's a website where you're able to create professional images for publication or for use in papers or your thesis or report. And I actually never knew how they designed those like lovely images that show like pathways and connections and signaling pathways, etc. I just thought there was a really good person who knows in every team who knows how to use like Photoshop or something. But this website is so good. I have no idea like how much it costs. I think it is paid, if I'm not mistaken. You can sign up for free, but I think you do have to pay for it, which is absolutely like so worth it. And you can design images that are so professional looking. I used to go to PowerPoint and like draw the circle and then draw the stalk and then draw this and then put a little arrow and label this, but actually they have like loads of templates that you can use depending on, I guess, what is that you want to show. But the images, they look so good. So if you're someone who's thinking about publishing or using like data analysis and want to present your data somehow in a presentation or on a PowerPoint or even on a poster, then definitely check this out. The third website that I found, and this was the one that I was like, wow, is called Connected Papers. I never knew about this and I'm so sad. It's a website that show you similar papers to the one that you're interested in. And I'm gonna read out like what they do. So basically they make this like kind of connected graph with the paper or topic that you're interested in. And even if a paper isn't directly cited by another one, they will look for similar references in the paper, similar terms, similar maybe results, and then bring them together, even if they're not directly cited. So what they say here is they say they analyze an order of about 50,000 papers, and they select a few dozen with the strongest connection to the origin paper. So you give a paper first, and then they select connected papers to that. So you'll discover other research that we may not have seen before, but is actually quite strongly related. They arrange the papers according to their similarity. So like I said, even if they aren't cited by each other, they'll still pull it out. And they base their metric on a co-citation and bibliographic coupling. So essentially, yes, they look at the overlapping of citations and references and try to figure out like you're talking about a similar thing. So yeah, I thought it was really cool. And you know, when you look at sort of their connected paper graph, I think it's so fascinating that they're able to pull out these connected papers just from one paper. And it's so valuable because you'll find other research that's related, but you didn't actually know because you're not looking for the right search terms, or maybe didn't come up in your initial search. The fourth fourth website is called Sci-Hub. It is actually something I just recently found out about, didn't know it existed before. And it removes the barrier from science research. So the big argument right now but there's always been a big argument about how there are gatekeepers to science research and how you have to have a subscription to read certain papers. And if you're not in a university or you're not in education, you can't access papers. And even if you can access them, it might be certain universities that have subscriptions to certain journals. That shouldn't be the case. Research is done in order to widen knowledge, in order to increase the understanding of a certain topic in a certain field. And so it shouldn't be behind a paywall. Rather, it should be available and accessible to all. So there's this website called Sci-Hub that you can, I believe, just drop in the link to the paper that you're interested in, because all they have is a link where you can just drop in the paper that you're interested in, and it removes the barrier, and so you're able to access the paper. And I've actually got quite a few emails from people saying, I really want to access this paper, but I can't. Do you have access to it? I don't know why you think I have access to it, but they say, like, do you have access to it? And this would be something I'd recommend if I knew. From now on, I will. This would be something I'd recommend if I knew. From now on, I will. The next two are related. They are to do with referencing and citations, and they are Google plugins. So you download them onto your browser, and what that means is when you are searching for papers and you're reading papers and you want to cite them, you can simply click on the plugin and you're able to cite them in the format that you desire. So you might want to cite them in Harvard referencing or APA or whatever it is, and so you can directly get the reference for that particular research paper or article or even website from that plugin. I think it's really useful. Personally, I'd recommend Mendeley just as a complete plugin, and as a complete, I guess Mendeley is a website and referencing software manager, I guess, where you are able to integrate it into Word, you're able to download your citations and everything all in one. But if you're not interested in like integrating and sort of setting up a whole new system, then this is a quick way to access the references and citations for a couple of papers as you go along and as you need them. And the last website is called Pre-Post SEO, and it is a website that has a lot of random stuff. Let me take a look at it again. It says that they help millions of webmasters, students, teachers, and SEO experts every single month. And if you look at what they offer writing and education. They offer things like word count, grammar checker, plagiarism checker, page comparison, spell check. I think you can also paraphrase, so you can copy and paste a paragraph and it will paraphrase it for you. I wouldn't recommend using that just because you could get plagiarized. But if you want to kind of see how it could be written slightly differently, then go for it. Just don't copy and paste that into your essay just in case. And then you have other domain tools as well. So they have things like malware checker, domain age checker, IP domains, things like that. And then you have things like website management, so like things to do with SEO, probably not relevant to most of you guys. And then things like AdSense calculators, PayPal fee like just a whole load of stuff. But their first section where they have like the academic things, so they have like paraphrasing, grammar checker, plagiarism. If you don't want to get proofreading done, obviously do that professionally, then you can use this software to be able, I don't know how it works for the website, to be able to pick up grammar issues and things like that. But just one thing to be aware of. And there was another one that I saw, actually, I didn't want to tell you guys it because I don't really want to spread the word and recommend something that I don't agree in. But there's another one that I came across on TikTok that's all about rewriting, so paraphrasing, and it's actually really good. It paraphrases really well. I can't remember the website now, but I don't think it's good to just copy and paste and then just to paraphrase something. That's not the way to learn, and it's not the way to write essays. And I also feel like you may get plagiarized with it, so I don't want to recommend it. But there are so many websites that can offer, like, I guess, proofreading and things like that, so that could be useful if you don't want to pay for something. But yeah, I hope that you found that interesting. Like I said, I only knew about one of those websites, and the rest of them I thought was so cool, and I definitely didn't expect to learn something from TikTok, but here we are. I'm learning something from TikTok, and I'm sure that I keep seeing things even now, so I'm going to pick up on more and let you know what else I've picked up on and what else I've learned. Do let me know if you have any like websites that you've picked up from TikTok or any sort of tips that you've picked up from TikTok. I do think it's a great place to be able to learn something and also to be entertained. I love like short form video content, so that's why I think I'm slowly starting to be more like attracted to TikTok than I am Instagram, for example. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!